So I wanted to give a different view of Spain. We are in the north, in the Castile y Leon region, in a very small, I don't even know if this is a town, maybe a hamlet or something they refer to them as.
I don't know.
But it is called Palacio de Sil, and it's very lovely. Just look at this little valley we're in. I mean, look at this. This is insanely just picturesque. There's a really neat merging of like two streams and stuff that come down off this mountain. Just a little tiny church right here. We're actually staying that slate roof there. Just on the other side, you can see these lights. It's in the summertime. Oh, here. It's camping spots, so you can park your like caravan there and plug in. But on the other side of that wall, there's something similar to that, but there is bungalows, as they call them. And we got a little bungalow that has a private bathroom, and it's actually 2-bedroom, which is kind of cool. We don't need the second bedroom, but we've thrown all our clothes and stuff in there. And we are here in this region because we currently have a home in Catalonia, in Calella, which is basically in between Barcelona and the French border. And we live in a trailer park, basically, but the trailer park is not designated for residential. It's more of a vacation park, so you can't technically live there year-round. Due to our visas, we aren't able to be there year-round anyway, but the park is actually just up to the rent, and they are now closing the park January and December, starting at the end of 2023. Look at, she's loving it. And so we decided we need to get the heck out of the park. So the reason we're in this region is because there is very cheap homes up here. And when I say very cheap homes, there are just spectacular multi-story homes with garages for under $80,000. The population in these areas is growing old. The younger kids are moving into the cities, or let's say, you know, the grandparents had their children come up and they would visit in the summer, but now the grandparents have passed away and the homes belong to the parents, and the parents don't really have time because they're raising their own kids now, and they live in completely different regions, so they don't even make it up to these homes that are just up here. So a lot of them are either just boarded up and just left until the family can come visit them, or they just left to decay. And so some of them, you can find houses for as low as 20,000 euro. So let's say, 22,000 USD. And they'd need like a new roof or something because the roof decayed, and like one room is, the roof is collapsed. But you could slap, 10 G's into them and have a really nice home that has some property and things of that nature. Well, we're just walking around here. I just wanted to give a quick view of this beautiful area that we're in. We're crossing this little train track path here. It's kind of sketchy walking on this, but seems sturdy enough. We're gonna walk back in here and check out some of these paths. Maybe I'll throw a couple more shots on here, you guys, show you how beautiful it is in this area. But yeah, northern Spain is just breathtakingly beautiful at times. Of course, you have to deal with the cold, but we're prepared. We've got our gear on, and it was supposed to snow today, but as you can see, it's not snowing. So for us, that's a plus. I was talking to the owner of the establishment that we're staying in, and she said snow is good for them because there's a skiing resort not too far away, and that, of course, people come to stay here when they come to ski. But we're going to head up, maybe see if we can find a trail. I'll throw a little bit more views as we go along and share this beautiful little valley with you guys. Check out this little spot. How freaking sweet is this? I think this is Spanish moss growing on these trees. I'm not sure about that though. Haven't gotten very far, but I just wanted to show you this little property. I thought it was super neat. If you could find this for sale, you could probably buy this for $30,000. That probably is rotting inside because that roof's bad. Check this out. This must have been the old train station. And look at
There's the trap.
Where is this even coming from?
So much water.
It's just like they turned it into a well. So awesome. Let's go to the other side where you would have actually gotten on the train by the track. Looks like the ground is matted here, like people walk through here.
Right, probably. I mean, there's tons of
Wow, check it out.
Here this way too.
You could go in there. What? That's sick. What is that? The ticket punching machine? What am I even looking at? Oh, it's open. Look.
Well, let's go in.
Oh, there's like... Wow, these are old actual log papers for the station.
What?
That's wild. No... Something. I didn't bring a flashlight, which probably would have been smart. Yeah, this is just in decay. Pretty cool though. This is definitely the old train station.
Yeah.
This is probably the ticket booth.
Tomates? Huh.
Hola.
Yeah.
Well, as we usually do when we end up in Europe, for some reason we always find ourselves walking around in cemeteries. And maybe you find that morbid, but I think it's kind of neat because, oh no, somebody dropped their candle. Ah! Oh, cool, it's like a flashlight. So it just uses a battery. But yeah, some of these cemeteries have some really old dates in them, so it's kind of neat, you know, when you come to Europe, and some of these go back maybe a couple hundred years. Not so much here. What's the oldest one you've seen so far? Have you been paying attention?
Yeah, it was 1938.
1938?
Yeah, and it was coincidentally the one that was just cemented over.
Oh, for sure. So it's kind of interesting. Like these ones are like little, you know, memorial boxes, and then people have actual. I want to call this like a mausoleum. I forget what it's called.
It's like a.
I guess the whole big thing's a
It's
mausoleum.
almost like a sarcophagus.
Yeah. But then look at these ones. They're just like straight buried in the ground. Pretty trip.
Huh.
Rachel got an even older one.
Yeah, it says 1901 is the date I've got on it.
Let's see if we can find some even older ones on the way out. So that's 122 years because we're almost in 2023. Right? Yeah, something like that. It's cool because of the little gate.
Yeah, it was noticeable because of...
It looks significantly older, doesn't it?
On it. So I thought, let me go check that out.
It's like that headstone was standing and then it just fell. They laid it on top of some rocks.
Right? I mean, probably.
Well, we didn't find any older ones. At least we didn't look terribly hard because I want to head out and start hiking up this trail a bit. But that guy was born in 1901, and then it says he was so many years when he died, so you have to do the math. So he was like 19 when he died, so he died in like 1920. But this is a good example of this slate type roof that you see a lot around here. You can actually get real close and see how they just layer it. It's pretty neat.
We call them dragon scales.
Yeah, there's a bunch of houses that, oh here, perfect example. We call it like dragon scale because it's on the side. It's really neat. They just use like little clips to, here I'll go over there real quick and show you. See, they use these little clips to hold the slate up. I guess that means they must start at the bottom. Of course, I'm not an expert, I don't know, but I'm assuming they start at the bottom and then go up with and stack them on those clips. Kind of neat. Little view of a little cemetery here real quick. Check out this view just here. There's a nice little area. I don't know if this was intentionally built as like a diving platform. Honestly, I bet you'd be fine jumping off of there because, you know, over there near the edge, it's quite able to see the bottom, the rocks and stuff. But here, it just gets pretty black, so it's not terribly high. You'd probably be all right. So they probably got a bunch of people lined up right here in the summer jumping off of this rock. There's that bridge that I was just on. That graveyard's up there. But man, this is just such a beautiful park. This park is just completely empty. There's all these benches. We came here a couple times already and no one's been there. Well, we came across this sign as we were entering further up this little mountainside here. Basically, what we've come to the conclusion that it says something like, there's a parasitic wasp between certain months, and they don't want you to remove wood during those times because they're treating it with like an insecticide. But they also don't want you to bring in your own insecticides because they can counteract the effort they've already put into stopping this parasitic wasp. So they basically don't want you to take wood out of here. Something to that effect. I could be wrong, but look at this little tire track has just become a little stream.
Water will always find a way.
The path of least resistance. I think these are like just tons of like natural springs that are all along here. Wells, I wanted to say at first, but springs. There's tons of water pouring out of that. Nice little park area down here. It looks like there's another one of those signs there on that tree. I wanted to show you though all these fallen chestnuts. It is coincidentally December, and in the United States you definitely hear about chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I've personally never seen chestnuts roasting on an open fire in the United States. However, I have seen many chestnuts roasting on an open fire in Europe. Man, look at these trees. It's awesome.
So massive.
But there are chestnuts everywhere out here.
So many. I think they are a favorite of the particular boar that's native to this region too.
Yeah, for sure. Notice that there are chestnuts everywhere. Actually, they're all over the ground. Grab one of those. I don't know if you can see it.
Here, I'm gonna grab this one
Oh,
since
yeah,
it's
nice.
not so buried.
Nice. Yeah, they're literally just littered all over, so the pigs will just come rifle through all these leaves with their snout and get them all out of here.
Yeah, they're not getting them out of that pod, that's for sure. It's
Look at this tree,
so
it's
quickly.
freaking sick.
Wow.
That's like a Brothers Grimm tree right there.
Right.
Oh, we've gone up in elevation quite a bit. That, I don't know if you can see that river through there. Not really. But look at the view of this valley and that little town. Little hamlet. The trail's gone from what looked like a car could fit on to foot. It looks kind of maybe like some little hooves on there. We actually saw a deer for the first time in Spain the other day. We've seen deer in other parts of Europe, but never in Spain. And then the other day we were here in, when were we here? In September, right? Yep. In September of 2022, also trying to find a home, and we drove through a lot of the northern Spain, Asturias, Galicia, right?
Yep.
And we never saw a deer until the other day here. It's pretty cool.
Labyrinth tree.
All right, here goes the mother tree right here. It's a jumbo. It's massive. Go stand up there so I can give him some scale. That's good right there. Well, here's one of the better views so far, and I think we've actually come upon a road and connected back with the road that's heading back down. So if we would have kept walking, that's the little train station right there. If we would have kept walking that way, we would have come up this road, but we came up this path along the river. And we could keep going up, but I don't think I want to keep going up.
No, it's forecasted for rain.
Yeah.
I don't mind a little rain, but
yeah, we're staying down there. It's really nice, actually. You can see our car. It's this silver one right there. We're actually staying behind that long building. But yeah, we're gonna head down. Just wanted to give you guys a view of this beautiful northern little hamlet that we're staying in, and give you a beautiful idea of, or an idea of the beautiful areas in northern Spain. We'll be driving around for at least another week or two, basically from December 24th to January 7th, so Christmas until Three Kings Day. There's just not really much going on in Spain. Like, everyone is on holiday for like several weeks. While we're up here, we'll try to get some video of the little towns we're in. So if you're interested in seeing a little more of northern Spain, stay tuned to our channel. We'll be driving around for a bit, and hopefully I can get some more video put up. For those of you who do watch, I do appreciate that I take the time to show you these things, and you guys do view. So thank you for that, and stay tuned if you're curious to our little journey here. I plan on making a video on how we were able even to acquire our car and the process of buying a home too, so maybe at some point I'll make that if you're curious. But thanks for tuning in. Stay safe and stay sane out there.